Hey, what's happening, y'all? I gotta say, man, as I'm doing this video, that I've been itching to do this video, bro, ever since Saturday. Um, I've been itching to do this video, right? So we're gonna go and get this video out the way. So y'all hit that like button as y'all come into the video, and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. And please share, share and comment if you like. But listen, y'all. I must say, man, I believe Errol Spence will run through the whole 154-pound division, including Jermell Charlo. And I'll explain my standpoint on the Jermell Charlo thing later on in the video. But I want to start with just telling y'all all the top guys at 154 besides Charlo, because we're gonna talk about him later in the video. So I'm gonna tell y'all why I believe Errol Spence run through the whole 154 division. And first of all, I've been thinking this shit. So the fight with Mel and Castano didn't bring me the realization or nothing like that. I've been thinking this shit, but watching Castano just put a cherry on top. You know what I'm saying? But other than Jermell Charlo, I think the best guy at 154 is Tony Harrison. And he got to be at his best. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to be at his best. I think Errol Spence beat him at his best, because his last fight, I don't believe he was at his best. That's why I say that. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison. But you know what I'm saying? The reason I think Errol Spence beats Tony Harrison, because Tony Harrison got, let me make sure I say this word right, because my people hate when I say this shit. I say stamina. But it's really supposed to be stamina. So I got it right this time, okay? But yeah, Tony Harrison got stamina problems. You know what I'm saying? I went right back to saying shit. I don't know why, bro. That's just a habit. But Tony Harrison got stamina problems. Bad. You know what I'm saying? He's a skillful fighter with very good fundamentals, but his gas tank runs low very fast. You know what I'm saying? He riding in a fucking a Charger Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? You know them bitches drink gas like motherfucking juice, and that's what type of gas tank he got. You know what I'm saying? He come out, he fight the fight, right? Looking very sharp. You know what I'm saying? Versus Jerry Hurd, whooping on Jerry Hurd ass, because you know Jerry Hurd punching bag anyway. So he just whooping Jerry Hurd ass, and then eventually he just gets tired, bro. And then Jerry Hurd end up stopping him, which was a very big setback that he had, right? But then he worked his way up to a big fight with Jermell Charlo. Wins the first fight, right? And I seen his gas tank run empty in that fight, but he made it out of that fight, right? And then the second fight, it happened again. He ran out of energy. And Jermell happened to throw the left hook, caught him with the left hook, because Tony Harrison was playing this shit, trying to putting on his poker face, trying to disguise that he was really tired as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of guys do. When they get hurt real bad, they tend to do stupid shit, like how Phil Greco was doing with Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? You start playing that shit when you getting your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, because you would think a nigga would get serious because he getting fucked up, but a nigga actually start playing, you know what I'm saying, to make you think and the crowd think that he actually not getting his ass beat or he not tired. So that's what Tony Harrison did, and he got his ass knocked out, right? But he's a great fighter. I fucks with Tony Harrison. And the nigga got a hell of a mouthpiece, but that's beside the point. Errol Spence would destroy Tony Harrison to the body. You know what I'm saying? He would beat him to the body. He would get in on the inside of him. And Tony Harrison ultimately wouldn't last 12 rounds with Errol Spence, because Errol Spence would have even more energy than he has right now at 147. So I broke that down. He'll fuck Tony Harrison up, but him and Tony Harrison would be a good fight, right? So next person I believe the best at 154 is this is hard, but I say Errol Lubin, right? I believe Errol Lubin got chin problems. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that all these 154 guys got deficiencies that just play right into Errol Spence's hand. That's why I gotta make this video. Errol Lubin got chin problems, man. He got slept by Jermell Charlo. A lot of people thought, okay, maybe we put him in there too early, right? But I think he was ready, you know? He taught that shit. He was ready, right? But that chin ain't hold up when he got caught flush on the chin, right? You know what I'm saying? I believe Errol Spence would expose him with experience and just that dog. I don't believe he got enough dog to fuck with Errol Spence. That's just facts. That's just from what I have seen so far. So the next person, I believe the best at 154 is J-Rock, right? J-Rock also has chin problems. And now he got eye problems. Because he pulled out of the fight that he's supposed to fight on the undercard of Gervonta Davis because he, from an injury to his eye, I believe. J-Rock wouldn't last 12 rounds with Errol Spence at 154. He just wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? The next person, I get straight to Jerry Hurd. Jerry Hurd is a fucking punching bag. He has no fucking... Errol Spence would just beat his ass so bad the whole fight somebody would stop it because he'd be taking so much damage because he just have no skills and he just the weakest nigga there, right? The weakest top guy. Let me say it like that. Jerry Hurd is the weakest top guy at 154. He would get his ass mollywopped. Bad. Now, final and last, who I believe the best at 154. No. We got two more. Castano and Jermell. Castano versus Jermell, right? Castano, a lot of people believe Castano beat Jermell, but I believe Castano was very inaccurate, right? I believe it was a draw. So, watch my live stream of fight from Saturday if you want to see where everything I thought about it. But Castano wasn't short, but he has a lot of output, right? I believe Errol Spence has more skills. I believe Jermell Charlo could have beat Castano if he would have did what Derrick James told him. Errol Spence listens to his coach. You know what I'm saying? And he does everything he's supposed to do. Very disciplined in that ring. He'll beat up Castano to the, with the jab in the body and just working him. And he'll be able to match his output, so he won't be able to outwork Errol Spence. Errol Spence has the output along with accuracy, body punching, and the jab. He'll dominate Castano. You know what I'm saying? They got history also, but that's for another video. Now, with Jermell, right? The reason I gotta keep mentioning Errol Spence versus Jermell because ultimately I believe that these guys gonna end up fighting. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather said a long time ago that it ain't no friends in boxing. And I believe that Jermell Charlo is starting to resent Derrick James. I believe the reason he didn't listen to Derrick James, I said this in one of my last few videos, so y'all go check that out. It's called Reason Jermell Charlo Didn't Listen to Derrick James for the Castano fight, right? I believe that Jermell Charlo is starting to resent Derrick James. I believe Jermell wanted to train in Houston, right? Which is why he brought the coach Guzman or whatever the fuck. He brought that coach in because Derrick James wouldn't train him in Houston because he was working with Errol Spence. So I think Jermell is growing resentment for Derrick James along with other people in his ear and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case might be. And I believe ultimately him and Errol Spence will fight. I believe Errol Spence. One could say, right? One could say that Jermell Charlo intentionally went for Derrick James to be his trainer so he wouldn't have to fight Errol Spence. One could say that, right? But I say this. I believe Errol Spence will fight Jermell Charlo with no problem. He fought Lamont Peterson, and they was buddies. I believe Errol Spence is friends with Jermell Charlo, but still keeps him at an arm reach to the point where he'll still fight him. You know what I'm saying? I think Earl still fight Jermell Charlo before Jermell will try to fight Earl, because I believe Jermell can't beat Earl. And I heard a lot of people say, man, he ain't throw no body shots, he ain't do no jab, he ain't do this and this and this and that. Versus Castano, that's because he's not Earl, bro. We want these guys to do certain shit, right? But that ain't in his DNA. Earl does that shit. That is his identity. That's what he do. So Jermell trying to do that type of shit is just basically trying to be like Earl. He can't do it, bro. And I believe all the time people be saying, "Oh man, he trained with Earl. How come he couldn't do this?" And Earl, when he sparred with Earl, you don't think Earl beat the shit out of Jermell Charlo? Yes, bro. He be beating the fuck out of Jermell Charlo in sparring, beating the fuck out of him, which is why Jermell don't like sparring Errol Spence, bro. Because Errol Spence be fucking him up. Period. Yeah, I said it. I spilt the beans. Fuck it. Errol Spence be whooping Jermell Charlo ass, bro. And sparring, bro. Bad. Jermell Charlo know what's up. He'll get his ass fucked over. You know what I'm saying? If Jermell Charlo got that belt when Errol Spence come up, Errol Spence gonna fight him and take that motherfucker. And Jermell Charlo gonna have to fight, train with that nigga Juan Guzman, or whatever the fuck his name is, the nigga he brought in for camp, because Errol Spence because Derrick James won't come to Houston to train him, because he made him come to him when he his trainer. So Jermell Charlo feels some kind of way about this shit. I believe. This is my perspective. I have no inside sources or none of that shit, so don't put that shit on me. This is my fucking video and my thoughts. Do you understand? But yeah, that's how I see this shit. I think Earl will beat the fuck out of Jermell Charlo in a real fight. I know he did in sparring, but I'm talking about in a real fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got. That's all I got, man. I ain't gonna stretch this video no more longer. I'll touch on this shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Later on, doing other videos, I'll touch on this type of shit. But Earl got a big fight coming up with Manny Pacquiao. But I just had to put this out in the atmosphere after watching the fight Saturday. He'll beat the shit out of Castano. And he'll beat the piss out of Jermell Charlo. And it is what it is, man. The boy fuck around and be undisputed at 147 and 154 if he can take that belt from Terrence Crawford. If Terrence Crawford take the split and they get in a fight, you know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford unify. I believe after Errol Spence dog walk him, because I believe he gonna whoop him too, and then go to 154, he'll be undisputed at both. And don't let Jermell lose to Castano again, because, well, I mean, it was a draw. But don't let him lose the next fight, right? And then Errol Spence, it lined up right with Errol Spence's timeline, because Castano and Jermell fight later this year, right? Sometime the end of the year. Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford January, some shit like that. And then that'll line up perfect for Earl to go up there and get an instant unification with Castano. That'll be big, bro. But it is what it is, man. Y'all hit that like button to support the channel, and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. Now I'm out, y'all. Deuces, man.